Hey everyone, I'm Jonathon Stockdale. This is our family story, and this is where it all started. So my wife Julie and I, we've been building things together for a very long time. We have 4 kids, Theo, Elliot, Ollie, Jack, and our daughter Liberty, who's 2. Currently live in Calgary, Alberta. We're people of faith, entrepreneurs, and for as long as I can remember, we've always had this sense that we were supposed to be building something bigger than ourselves. For me, I grew up in Ontario, broken home, parents separated. Dad worked a lot. I was very driven, but just didn't prioritize the marriage or the family. And we watched that it really cost him and our family. And so I just made a quiet decision, daily decision, that I was going to make a different life, be a different man, and to be able to build and be a different father. And as I moved west, I started Bible college. Left when I just found it wasn't for where I wanted to go. Apprenticed as a pipe fitter, became residential realtor. Was fortunate enough to just have some great mentorship and did really well in the first 5 years as a realtor, and then started building the Amway business and with partnership with Worldwide Dream Builders. And that was really just because we saw that families had freedom to live out their values and they could actually look like a family rather than working all the time. Julie, she's a pediatric speech language pathologist. She runs her own practice, speaks at conferences across the US. She has known, even since she was young, that she was not built for like a typical 9 to 5. Her grade 8 teacher saw some huge potential and has been like a mentor to her for a lifelong. Our boys, Theo, Elliot, and Ollie, they get to run their own little business doing lawn care in the summer, snow removal in the winter. And then they also sell products through our online business as the Protein Power Bros. And they get to keep the retail profit, which is really cool. Just teaching them life skills right from a young age. So we don't do allowance, we do gigs. We allow them opportunities to add value to our family and earn income and earn responsibility. And so before we were married, Julie and I wrote a mission statement, not for a business, but for our family. Never really changed a word of it. And here it is. To build a dynasty built on the cornerstone of Christ by standing on the principle, living with compassion, placing the highest value on relationships, time, and people, God's greatest resource. We choose to see the unrevealed potential in others by first setting the example in our marriage, developing and uplifting others, living with integrity, and never using mediocrity as our comparison. We live to awaken in others the reality of their dreams by creating an environment of limitless possibilities. One team, many dreams, unified vision, a lasting legacy. So we wrote that before we even had children, before we had been through anything hard, and then obviously, like everyone, life happened. We found out what we were actually made of. And so, when the world shut down during COVID, we made choices that maybe, that cost us. Julie lost an opportunity with one of her work situations after Ollie was born because she refused the mandates she didn't believe in. We flew to Ontario still to see family. Someone physically attacked me on the plane because our family just carried medical exemptions and didn't mask. We could have gone quiet, but you know what? We chose not to. Because when you've written a mission statement about standing on principle, you don't get to only mean it when it's comfortable. You have to mean it when it's not. In 2022, we moved our whole family to Queen Creek, Arizona. We built a life there. One of the deepest communities we've had up to this point in our life. A church that felt like home, kids running outside every single day, enjoying the weather. Liberty was born actually at home in Queen Creek, Arizona in January 2024. The boys were there in the room. They put flowers all over in the birth tub. Music played. She came fast, 3.5 hours. And we named her Liberty. There was a Thomas Jefferson quote up about liberty on the wall of our home, and she was born free in the country we were fighting to make home.
Speaking of Liberty's birth, this was the frame that was up. When the people fear the government, there is tyranny. When the government fears the people, there is liberty, by Thomas Jefferson. So talking about that day on Canada Day, July 1st, 2024, I went to re-enter the United States after flying back to Calgary for a business event, and a single border agent decided unilaterally that my profession as a speech language pathologist didn't qualify under the visa category that I was under. There was no appeal, there was no recourse, our visa was just revoked. It was devastating. I had Liberty with me. I spent that night at a friend's home. I was numb, trying to process what had just happened, and then I called Jonathon. His first response was, "I'm not leaving, just come here illegally." I talked him down because we wanted to be permanent. I was not going to risk being banned from the country where my daughter was born, and I just promised him that we would figure it out. So he ended up packing up our entire house in Arizona with 3 boys by himself, but not truly by himself, because our amazing church community showed up for help. The neighborhood we lived in was phenomenal, and they showed up. He didn't complain once. He just kept asking how I was doing. It was the heat of Arizona in July of 2024. But that's the man that I married. We spent over $20,000 US on a lawyer for a petition that eventually got denied. And then in February of this year, I decided to self-petition for an EB2 national interest waiver. This estimated wait is 2 to 3 years. So although we are still grieving not being in Arizona, I won't pretend otherwise, but I know this current season is not our final season. And when we return, and we will return, it's going to be bigger, it's going to be better, and it's going to be permanent. So John's going to talk to you a little bit about the painting here.
All right, so here's what I want you to understand about this painting here. A business partner painted this for us over 15 years ago. He was part of our business community, and we hadn't really spoken to him in nearly 10 years, but the team he started is still being served by our family today. And it has over 1,000 squares, every color hand painted, and the words underneath say legacy, cornerstone, and freedom. We didn't really fully understand it when we received it. We hung it on the wall, we moved, built, lost, and when we stood back up, and that painting really followed us through all of it. Because you don't really throw away 1,000 promises. I believe for us personally in our faith, God deposits the vision long before he reveals the vehicle, and those squares are people. 1,000 people we are committed to serving, empowering, and walking alongside. So this channel is how we find them.
So as I've been listening, I want to enter into this conversation a little bit more. As everything Jonathon has said, that's our story. And what we've realized is that everything I do separately is actually the same mission through a different door. My speech therapy practice, my speaking at conferences in the United States, my YouTube channel for parents of late talkers, it's all the same thing. Awakening in others the reality of their dreams.
Yeah, and what we've learned, especially through the Mentor Family program we're in right now, is that the most powerful thing we can model is the whole picture. Not just the business highlight, our marriage, the hard seasons, the standards we hold ourselves to even when it costs us.
Because that's what people actually need to see. A real family in real time, choosing to stand.
So when we look at 1,000 squares, we don't know which one you are yet, but we're glad that you are here.
All right, boys. So what do you guys think this channel is about?
I don't know. About helping people?
Yeah, that's awesome. Do you know what this painting means?
Go diamond?
What do you think?
There's so many words, but so tiny.
There's so many words, but so tiny. What do you think the squares might represent?
A family.
Maybe a family?
Family?
Yeah. What about this? Legacy, cornerstone, crown, diamond.
I'm going diamond?
Yeah. What about impact? Do you think it represents impact?
Yeah.
Yeah, it totally does.
So Ollie, what do you think about our YouTube channel?
We serve and you do work for the people and we.
That's cool. Liberty, what do you think about having our YouTube channel?
And we
Friends. And Ollie, what do you think about this painting over here?
all these people that you're helping the full family.
This is all the people that we're going to be helping?
Yeah.
How many people do you think that is?
30 and a half of 10.
30 and a half of 10. Well, there you go, guys. We're so excited to be able to help you. This is Liberty. You say hi, Liberty? Say hi.
Hi.
And this is Ollie Jack.
Hi.
All right, so we wrote a constitution for this channel because it's not just content, it's a declaration. Boys, do you know what a declaration is?
No.
Something where you state what's really important to you. So we are committing as a family on our 15th wedding anniversary to show up, tell the truth, build in plain sight, and invite 1,000 people into a standard that changes their family the way it's been changing ours. So, if something you recognize, something just now, a dream that's been quiet for too long, a standard you know you're capable of, a family you want to build but just you're not sure how, you're in the right place. I'm Jonathon Stockdale. This is our family. This is our stand.
And we're just getting started.